and welcome to the space that gives you inspiration on work, on life, and how to balance both worlds. I hope you have your cup of coffee or tea or a glass of juice or whatever tickles your fancy, a pen, a paper, or a notebook, because things are gonna get serious. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that share button and the notification bell so you know every time any one of my videos goes up. This is the final week of July, and I feel like the discussions that we've been having on being a stay-at-home mom and being a work-at-home mom and then being a work-at-work mom have been so pertinent and so important for us to understand which journey we are on, and therefore what strategies we can use in any one of the journeys that we're on. I'm also excited for those of you that are signing up for the Parenting for the Future Mastermind. We start next week, and I am excited, ecstatic, all of those English words to show you how happy I am that we're more than one parent, being more intentional in our parenting journey and getting our children ready for a future that we have no idea what it will be like. Now, today I would like to talk about the stay-at-work mom. I called it the stay-at-work mom because that's how people make us feel. The moms that are in the corporate world, who literally are like they stay away from home longer than they're ever at home. I mean, most of the times you're leaving home at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and coming back at 8 p.m. So you've spent more time at work than you have at home. And so you're more a stay-at-work mom than you are a work-at-work mom. I've been a stay-at-work mom before. When I worked in the corporate world in the early years of my children's lives, I would leave home at 4 a.m. and get back home like at 10 p.m. It was a bank, it was a high-pressure environment, and I don't regret it. I loved working at the bank. I love working in high-pressure environments. I love working in environments. I believe I thrive in those environments. I worked there 4 years, and I truly believe that there's so much about me that was nurtured because I worked, especially in my business, because I worked in a corporate environment. I absolutely treasure that time. Absolutely treasure my boss then. I didn't like him then, but now I understand where he was coming from. And because of the way he was, he prepared me for my business now. And so for me, being a stay-at-work mom is nothing to feel guilty about. That's the first strategy. That's the first thing. Do not be guilty. You see, a study was done where they got children whose moms have taken different paths. Either they are stay-at-home moms, work-at-home moms, work-at-work moms, and stay-at-work moms. They, ask the children the same questions. And guess what? Ultimately, when push came to shove, when rubber hit the road, even when the kids said, oh, my mom didn't have enough time for me, oh, my mom is always working, oh, my mom is always around, she's always nagging me, oh, my mom is sometimes around, sometimes I don't know when she's, whatever the situation of their mom's situationship, when they were asked the question, this makes me want to cry. When they were asked the question, do you think your mom is the best mom in the world? They all said yes. When they were asked the question, do you love your mom? They all said yes. So it really doesn't matter which path you take. Your children will love you all the same. Your children think you're the best mom all the same. So whichever path you take as a stay-at-work mom, don't feel guilty for the decision you've made. You've made it not out of selfish reasons, but for their good. And that's the thing about moms. We will always make decisions based on the well-being of our children. So I know you've made that decision to be in a work environment for long periods of time, not out of choice, but out of necessity. So Don't feel guilty. That's our first strategy. Don't feel guilty. The second thing that you want, strategy that I believe that you need to work on, we need to get the mood up. The second one that I think we need to work on is your financial independence. I feel that the decision to be a stay-at-work mom is a money reason. You need money in the home. And so that means you, more than any other kind of mom, has to work at being financially independent. And I say this because I think that you need to work at it faster than every other kind of mom, so that you have a few years of if you're financially independent, you'll have a few years of your life, of your children's lives, to catch up on the love lost. You know what I mean? I'm saying that all in quotes. If you can reach your financial independence quickly, it means that you can quickly start to spend more time with your children, because now your decision to be at work is not a financial reason, right? So the thing about being financially independent is that you can work, you work out of choice and not out of necessity. So you have to be saving. You don't have the luxury not to spend. You don't have the luxury, you don't have the luxury to spend as you wish as a stay-at-work mom. A mom who is constantly in the workplace, you've got to save. I think when I was talking about the stay-at-home mom, I was giving you percentages. I was giving her percentages on how she can work through her finances to manage her finances. And her saving percentage was 10%. Yours has to go like to a 50%. So that with that saving, you can invest in assets that can give you returns that one day, because of a ripple effect, is that the word? It's not a ripple effect. The principles, I need to get the word. What's that word where when you put money over time, the interest, compound interest, that's the word. The ripple effect. So you need to be in a place where you save enough money to invest it in assets whose compound interest can now start to give you the same amount of money as the one you earn at that, right now, so you don't have to work. So whether or not you decide to go to work, you'll still receive the same amount of money that you're receiving right now. That's the place you want to get to. So for you, more than anyone, you need to be saving right in like big amounts. Then you need to be investing in the right investments that are giving you assets that can give you back a return on your investment. You don't have the luxury to make mistakes, so you need to be seeing financial advisors. This thing is serious for you, It's serious for you. It's not a joke. It's not like the other people, the other kinds of mom, so that you can catch up on your lost time. The third strategy that I want to talk about in helping you on your journey of stay-at-work motherhood is to think of quality over quantity. And I say this in terms of spending time with your family, especially your children or your significant other. You want to be in a place where when you come home, go take a shower, do whatever you need to do, and then you have just a few moments with your children. You have a few moments with your husband. You have a few moments with your family. Make that quality time. That's not time to be shouting at the kids. That's not time to be shouting at the maid. That's not time to be having a fight and bickering with your spouse. You don't have that luxury. All the other kinds of moms possibly do have that luxury, because the work-at-work mom can decide to come home during the day and spend time with the kids. The work-at-home mom has time with the kids and her family. The stay-at-home, you don't have that time. So you don't have the luxury to fight and bicker and scream, and you don't have that time, darling. You don't. So you want to make that the time that you have with the children, put the phone away, breathe in, breathe out. Don't think of the negative. Think only of the positive, so you can have quality time with your family. So that then, even if they're saying, oh my gosh, she works so hard, they're like, but when she spends time with us, that time is so quality, right? You're playing games, you're telling stories, you're watching a movie with your children, and it doesn't have to be a lot of time. I'm saying that the little time you get, let it be quality over quantity. The quality, it's the quality that matters. And then the fourth strategy that I have for you is to work every day like it's your last day of work. And when I say that, I mean work such that you're organized in such a way that if you didn't come to work tomorrow, someone else can do your job. So make sure your filing system is on point. Make sure your reporting system is on point, and make sure that you're in constant communication with your boss on both your filing system and on your reporting system, so that if tomorrow is your child's MDD day and you told your boss that you needed to go away, they are not freaking out, because your latest report is very clear on where you are on every project. Your filing system is such that even if your boss opened up your filing cabinet, they would find everything that they need for a particular task that they required of you to do. You need to be in a place where every day is like your last day of work, and anyone can take on your job the next day, the next minute, the next hour. Work like as if every moment is your last day of work, so that if indeed you have to be away for an emergency, or you desire to do something with your children, nobody is freaking out. No one is thinking, oh my gosh, the project is going to fall through the cracks. They're not calling you all the time. No, you are in a place and in a space where work at work can continue even when you're not there, at least for a few hours in the day. And then my last one, I love this one. I super love this one because I don't think people use it enough. They don't. And I don't understand why. Bachuba. Darling, make use of Bachuba. And I guess you're thinking, Bachuba for what exactly? I'm glad you asked. For the more mundane tasks of your role. For example, you have to write reports. Get a muchuba, yeah? And you can get a niece who's on campus, but if they're not doing it well enough, on Fiverr, there's millions of people that are looking to do work like that. You have a report to write, you have a proposal to write, you have a marketing plan to write, you have a strategy to write. All of those things, get a muchuba to do that work and pay them a small amount of your salary so that it saves you the time. My brother has not been listening to this entire session until I talked about Bachuba. I think he's like, yo, you like it, eh? You don't like it? It's absolutely amazing. Get a muchuba to do that work for you. Get that work done. Why? You want to be able to accomplish more. And I'll tell you something that I once learned from someone, a mentor of mine, who said, if you realize that the 24 hours you have in your day are not enough, try buying somebody else's hours. So you've just bought somebody else's hours who has some extra time on their hands. You've paid them for that time on their hands. Now, when they give you the document, it will never ever be complete. You add in your touch. Do you realize that your work will always be on time? It will always be good. You will always be fast, just because you got yourself a muchuba to help you get some of those really mundane tasks of your role. Now, remember, don't tell anyone about it. And that was my final strategy for all of you stay at work moms. Don't feel guilty. Work towards financial independence. It's quality over quantity. Work like it's the last day of your job. And lastly, get Bachuba. Get help. Okay? Let me know in the comment section which one of these strategies you are planning to use to help you on your journey as a stay-at-work mother. Remember, if you're a mom, you can join me on the Parenting for the Future Mastermind starting next week. Until next time, see you. Bye-bye.